Hello everyone, and welcome to what will be the first episode of a new Rollercoaster series on the YouTube channel. I don't exactly have a name for the park yet. I might do it. If I do, it will be in the title of the video and probably in the thumbnail. I also don't have a name for the coaster. I'm also still working out exactly the theme for the coaster. As you can see, the video footage is playing quite fast, but yeah, I've just built this bit here. This is the indoor section of the ride, and I do eventually make that those drive tire sections a bit shorter because I needed to add more launch because I realised I made the launch track way too short. But basically, what this ride is, if you noticed, but missed, it went by quite fast, but basically, I used the Eurofighter coaster and put the bike trains on it because my idea was for this I wanted to make something kind of like the Hagrid's at Universal, that sort of ride, but I didn't like, it's not a coaster type in the game. Basically, that coaster, it's like not in the game. So yeah, I had a few ideas. One of them, none of them were like very practical. I was gonna like combine multiple tracks together to make a custom track, but I just decided to use a Eurofighter because it's definitely just the best idea. And as you can see, this is basically the first half of the ride done. I've just constructed it before your very eyes here, as you can see. But this tunnel thing I'm doing, it will be like, I will make it like a proper concrete tunnel. I was just digging the terrain out so I could see the track. So yeah, that won't be staying that weird pit thing. Yeah, here's me fixing the launch because I realised I made it way too short. So yeah, this is a good time to look at the first half of the ride. Never mind, we're now building the second half, or we're about to go into the second launch, like right here. Yeah, I was going to put an airtime hill in it, but I just couldn't fit it because airtime hills on launches need to be quite, gradual. They can't be too big, otherwise it's because it's a launch. So yeah, it just wouldn't fit. Basically, the launch there just wasn't big enough area to put it in. So yeah, just a flat launch. I did have some issues trying to figure out what to do here because I didn't exactly know how I was going to do the brake run. I try a couple ideas of how to get it to weave it around here. The second half of the ride is a bit shorter than the first half, but none of them work because yeah, I'm pretty dumb. Because and then I realised, hang on, I can just do this. Because yeah, I originally was going to make it a bit more realistic by having the brake run on a slant like they normally are in real life, but I just decided to do it straight because I am going to build a maintenance shed, so it'll just be a bit easier. So yeah, anyway, that's basically it. For the brake run, it's just a brake run. I don't build the transfer track this episode. That might be coming next episode. I'm not actually sure. I haven't recorded any bits of the next episode yet. Surprisingly, I normally like work on 2 episodes at once. So like when I'm recording one episode, I'll be like halfway through building for the next episode. But apparently not today. Yeah, this is me doing the queue line now. You may think, hang on, the ride's done. Well, no, it's not because yeah, my plan is to do custom supports, and that's what I'm about to do. Yeah, I normally do custom supports on my rides. Like it's just a thing I do. They're quite time consuming, but I just like doing them because they just look cool. So yeah, I'm now just doing some terrain work as well because of obviously terrain. You need to do the terrain before you put the supports in. It's going to be quite a flat area, this, because it's going to have lots of, what is it called, big oh god, I forgot the word. I've lost the word. Big, like, not necessary, but like set pieces, kind of, like with some near miss elements and stuff like that. in the layout, and it's quite compact as well, so I couldn't really add any terrain. I could probably add a few, bumps and stuff in the terrain, but I could probably just add those in afterwards. I'm now smoothing the coaster. Now, I made a bit of a mistake. I didn't smooth it enough. Oh no, sorry, I smoothed it a bit too much, or like basically the smooth tool, you can see it right there, it makes a lot of the helixes and stuff a lot tighter. I then realised after I'd smoothed it, this happened, right now as I'm watching the POV, I realised the fear was way too high because the helixes were way too tight because the smooth tool had done it. So here's me adjusting them, and here's where I made a very big mistake. You see, I adjusted the helixes and turns and stuff, I didn't adjust. I didn't smooth it again. I just kind of carried on and then built the supports, and then realised, hang on a sec. There's kind of like big, just janky transitions with this custom support, so I can't exactly smooth it out again. So yeah, I eventually did smooth out. I did this off camera, but I had to smooth it out more and then move all the custom supports about 2 meters, less than a meter basically, just because I was an absolute idiot and didn't do it before. But yeah, this is me. I'm outlining where the buildings are going to be and the stuff. So yeah, there's going to be the station building obviously, and then there's going to be some buildings around there, and that thing I just did is going to be a huge sign for the ride, and then these are going to be the bits where the coaster flies through stuff. I'm not going to reveal the theme yet because it's not because I'm keeping it as a surprise or anything. It's just because I don't know the theme. I tell a lie. I do know the theme kind of. You see, I want to use the temple pieces, like have you fly through like temples, but I've not decided on like a proper storyline yet because there is an indoor section to the ride at the beginning before the first launch. I'm thinking maybe on the break run as well I could do something. So yeah, I do need a proper storyline, but yeah, I know roughly what the theme is going to be. I'm going to use a lot of the temple pieces and stuff, but yeah, that'll be coming next episode, hopefully, if I don't decide on another theme. This is me doing custom supports. I'm not putting any footers in yet. I'll do that at the end. I don't know why. It's just how I do it. I just build the supports and then put the footers in at the end. Mainly because I always just forget about the footers, and then I realize, hang on a sec, these don't look quite right. Yeah, anyway, one bit of advice I'd give with custom supports is just use the same one over and over again. As you can see, I'm doing it here. Apart from really unique looking elements, then you can just use the same supports over and over again. Because it don't really matter. Like, it looks fine. It looks better than it would with the normal supports, and you save it a load of time. So yeah, that's what I usually do. As you can see, this one here, this support I've just made, I use this a lot throughout the coaster. It's a really basic support. Apart from here, I had to alter it a bit because there's a bit of track there, and I eventually just end up moving the track slightly, just because I needed to fit a support there. I didn't realise that I needed one there when I built the track. So yeah, that's what I just did there. I'm now putting all the supports in for the first half of the ride. Yeah, I only took them off on the first half of the ride, the default ones, because just so I knew where to stop, because it was, when I was recording this, it was getting quite late. I needed to sleep, and it was just like, I just kept on working on this. Like, this was all done in one take, all this, and I just kept working on it. So I decided, right, I'm only going to do the first half of the ride, and then I'm going to go to bed. Spoiler alert. I may or may not have continued the ride. I went to bed quite late that night. Anyway, I'm now readjusting the track yet again to go around this support. I also, I think that's quite good actually, because the track was pretty much just straight track. I don't know how I managed to build straight tracking without realising it, but it wasn't very good. It was just basically straight. Straight track, not very fun. So yeah, this is me putting the supports in between. I will probably change these because I'm gonna build like a custom tunnel with concrete stuff and everything. So yeah, this bit's quite low to the ground because it's going pretty slow at this point. It's not got much speed, so yeah. So it also goes right by the queue line as well, and the also the building. In fact, I think it goes into the building during the second launch. Oh, here we are. Here's the footers. So yeah, I put them in on the first half of the ride, and then I move on to the second half. I think I put the recording of it in this video. Actually, I might not have. Oh dear, let me check the timeline. On the oh yeah, I think I did. Yeah, okay, we've still got a decent chunk of video left. So yeah, I think I did put the footage of rebuilding the second half of the ride supports in. And also, yeah, I forgot to say this before. This isn't going to be the final core of the ride. It's not going to be black. I changed it to kind of like a gold core track at the end, towards the end of the video. Oh no, it's here. Yeah, here we go. That was a bit bright orange, so yeah, this colour here, as you can see. Now you see, this is the point where I decided, it would only take me 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do the second half of ride supports. It's only a short half. It ended up taking me about 20 minutes in total to do these. So yeah, I ended up just doing the second half of the ride. This is just me watching the ride. I realised that the train has to wait on the launch for ages, and then I realised that's just because it's in test mode. When it's in test mode, what's it called? It doesn't have to wait for passengers to load, so it dispatches really quickly. So yeah, that's why the train was stuck waiting for ages. So yeah, if it does keep if it just stalls. Or not stalls, if it has to wait because of the block sections, then I could add a OSM holding section to the second launch. Currently there isn't one. That would definitely fix the issue, but I don't like it stopping in the middle of a ride to do another launch. Like I just like it to keep on going. I like it's better like that in real life as well. So that's why I do it. Like think about rides like Icon, I guess, multi-launch coaster, the only one I've ridden because it's the only one in the UK. Actually, no, it's not the only one in the UK. Yeah, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, they did some false advertising over there. Technically, Revolution is multi-launch, and it's in the same park as well. Blackpool Pleasure Beach lied to us. Anyway, this is just me doing the footers. So yeah, Icon, the second launch, it's just good. Like you just roll into it. It's very good. You're going quite fast as well. You're not going fast, but you're not crawling into the second launch. It's just kind of like the acceleration is quite slow because it's a Mac, but it's good. Like you don't stop. If Icon stopped you before that second launch, it just wouldn't be as good. Like it would get the same thing done but launch, it would just be rubbish. Like you'd stop in the middle of a ride. It's just like, why has this happened? Anyway, yeah, I'm doing the footers over the lake now. This lake might be a bit bigger because now it's going to go around the entire park because it's a lake system. It can't just be a one lake unless it's an artificial lake. Anyway, here's the POV. Yeah, I may or may not have forgot to record the game sound. Oops. Anyway, here we go. I apologise for this. The footage might be a bit laggy. Mainly because I forgot to adjust my settings in OBS. I was recording quite high definition video on Minecraft because Minecraft is not a very powerful game, so I'm able to record very high definition. But in Rollercoaster, my PC starts to struggle a bit, and so we end up with the FPS being lowered a bit. I apologise. It's fine. It's not that bad, I guess. In fact, I think it was probably fine for you guys. Actually, it might just be Premiere Pro's viewer because it's not rendered the video yet. That's probably why. Anyway, this is the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed the video. This is going to be an end screen now with all the nice stuff on it. You can subscribe if you want, you can do whatever you want, and goodbye.